Quickly, put him on the table. What happened?
He was coming out from outside the building. He started running at me, and then he just collapsed on the ground.
What is going on inside your bodies? Oh, gently, hold on to his chin.
It's okay, it's okay, it's okay.
You the lover?
Yes.
What's your name?
Bruce Niles, ma'am.
How's your health?
It's fine. Why? Is it contagious?
I think so.
Then why haven't you come down with it?
Because it seems to have a very long incubation period and require close intimacy. Niles? Were you Reinhard Holtz's lover?
How did you know that? I haven't seen him in a couple of years.
He died 3 weeks ago. Brookner, emergency. Set up a room immediately.
No, we were only boyfriends for a couple months.
It's like some sort of plague.
There's always a plague of one kind or another. I've had it since I was a kid. Mr. Weeks, I don't think your friend is going to live for very long.
So what am I yelling at you for?
Who's Felix? Who's Felix?
I introduced him to you at the health forum you spoke at.
You've taken a lover?
We live together. Emma, I've never been so much in love in my life. I've never been in love. Late Friday night, he showed me this purple spot on his foot. Maybe it isn't it. Maybe it's some sort of something else. It could be, couldn't it? Maybe I'm overreacting. There's so much death around. Can you see him tomorrow? I know you're booked for weeks. But could you?
Tell him to call me first thing tomorrow. 7:30. I'll fit him in.
Thank you.
God damn you.
I know, I should have told you.
What's done is done.
What are we supposed to do? Be with nobody ever? Well, it's not as easy as you may think. Emma, I'm so sorry.
Don't be. Polio is a virus too. Caught it 3 months before the Salk vaccine was announced. Nobody gets polio anymore.
Were you in an iron lung?
For a while. But I graduated from college and from med school, first in my class. They were terrified of me. The holy terror in the wheelchair. Still am. I scare the shit out of people.
I think I do too.
Learn how to use it. It could be very useful. Don't need everybody's love and approval. You've got to get out there on the line more than ever now.
We finally have a meeting with City Hall tomorrow.
Good. You take care of the city. I'll take care of Felix.
So it is it.
Yes.
There's not a little bit of doubt in your mind? You don't want to call in Christian Barnard?
I'm sorry. I still don't know how to tell people. They don't teach acting in medical school.
Aren't you worried about contagion? I assume I'm about to become a leper.
No, I'm still here.
Do you think they'll find a cure before I... Oh, how strange that sounds when you say it out loud for the first time.
We're trying, but we're poor. Uncle Sam is the only place these days that can afford the kind of research that's needed, and so far we've not even had the courtesy of a reply from our numerous requests to him. You guys are still not making enough noise.
Oh, that's Ned's department in our family. I'm not feeling too political at the moment.
I'd like to try a treatment of several chemotherapies used together. It's milder than others. You're an early case.
I assume that's hopeful?
It's always better early.
It also takes longer until you die.
Yes, you could look at it that way.
Do you want a second opinion?
Feel free. But I'll say this about my fellow hospitals, which I shouldn't. You won't get particularly good care anywhere. Maybe not even here. At, I'll call it Hospital A, you'll come under a group of mad scientists, research fanatics who will try almost anything, and if you die, you die. You'll rarely see the same doctor twice. You'll just be a statistic for their computer, which they won't share with anyone else, by the way. There's not much sharing going on, never is. You'll be a true guinea pig. At Hospital B, they decided they really didn't want to get involved with this. It's too messy, and they're right. So you'll be overlooked by the least informed of doctors. C is like the New York Times and our friends everywhere: square, righteous, superior, and embarrassed by this disease and this entire epidemic. D is Catholic, E is Jewish, F is... How am I telling you this? I must be insane. The situation is insane.
I guess we better get started.
We have. You'll come to me once a week. There are going to be a lot of tests, a lot of blood tests, a lot of waiting. My secretary will give you a long list of do's and don'ts. Now, Felix, you understand that your body no longer has any effective mechanism for fighting off anything.
I'm gonna be all right, you know.
Good. That's the right attitude.
No. I'm gonna be the one who kicks it. I've always been lucky.
Good.
I guess everyone says that. Well, I'm gonna be the one. I wanted a job at the Times. I got it. I wanted Ned. Have I given it to Ned?
I don't know.
Can he catch it from me now?
We just don't know.
Did he give it to me?
Only 1 out of 100 adults affected with the polio virus gets it. Virtually everybody infected with rabies dies. One person has a cold, hepatitis. Sometimes the partner gets it, sometimes not. I don't think we'll ever know why.
So no more making love?
Right.
You know, some gay doctors are saying it's okay as long as you use a rubber.
I know they are.
Can we kiss?
I don't know.
I want my mother.
Where is she?
Oh, she's dead. We never got along anyway.
I'm going to do my damnedest, Felix.
Hey, Doc. I bet you say that to all the boys.
Scene 12. Emma and the examining doctor.
Dr. Brookner, the government's position is this. There are several $1 million in the pipeline. 5, to be exact. And yet, we have received some $55 million worth of requests. All the way from a doctor in North Dakota who desires to study the semen in pigs, to the health reporter in Long Island who believes that this is being transmitted by dogs because apparently gay men contract it because they own so many dogs.
$5 million doesn't seem quite right for some 2,000 cases. The government spent $20 million investigating 7 deaths from Tylenol. We are now almost into the 3rd year of this epidemic.
Unfortunately, President Reagan has threatened to veto. As you know, he's gone on the record as being unalterably and irrevocably opposed to anything that might be construed as an endorsement of homosexuality. Naturally, this has slowed things down.
Naturally. It looks like we've got a pretty successful stalemate going on here.
Well, that's not what we're here to discuss now, is it?
I don't think I'm going to enjoy hearing what I think I'm about to hear. But go ahead, at your own peril.
We have decided to reject your application for funding.
Oh? I would like to hear your reasons.
We felt the direction of your thinking was imprecise and unfocused.
Could you be a little more precise?
I beg your pardon?
You don't know what's going on any more than I do. My guess is as good as anybody's. Why are you blocking my efforts?
Dr. Brookner, since you first became involved with this, and we pay tribute to you as a pioneer, one of the few courageous pioneers, there have been other investigators. Quite frankly, it's no longer just your disease, though you seem to think it is.
Oh, I do I? And you're here to take it away from me, is that it? Well, I'll let you in on a little secret, doctor. You can have it. I didn't want it in the first place. You think it's my good fortune to have the privilege of watching young men die? What's the use? What am I arguing with you for? You don't know enough medicine to treat a mouse. You don't know enough science to study boiled water. How dare you come and judge me?
We only serve on this panel at the behest of Dr. Juiced.
Another idiot. And by the way, a closeted homosexual who's doing everything in his power to sweep this under the rug. And I vowed I'd never say that in public. How does it always happen that all the idiots are always on your team? You guys have all the money, call the shots, shut everybody out, and then operate behind closed doors. I am taking care of more victims in this epidemic than anyone in the world. We have more accumulated test results, more data, more frozen blood samples, more experience. How can you not fund my research or invite me to participate in yours? A promising virus has already been discovered in France. Why are we being told not to cooperate with the French? Why are you refusing to cooperate with the French? Just so you could steal a Nobel Prize? Your National Institutes of Health have received my first request for research money 2 years ago. It took you 1 year just to print up the application forms. It's taken you 2.5 years from my first reported case to show up here and take a look. The paltry amount of money you are making us beg for from the $4 billion you were given each and every year won't come to anyone until God only knows when. Any way you add all this up, it is an unconscionable delay and has never existed in any other health emergency during this entire century. While something is being passed around that causes death, we are enduring an epidemic of death. Women have been discovered to have it in Africa, where it is clearly transmitted heterosexually. It is only a question of time. We could all be dead before you do anything. You want my patients? Take them. Take them. Just do something for them. You're fucking right I'm imprecise and unfocused. And you're all idiots.